Konnichiwa. I am Spriter. I am the guy behind the camera. I am the guy behind this channel, and I am the guy behind the voice of Alejandro in the Pokemon White Rose dub comic. Yeah, this is probably gonna go down as one of the face reveals in all of YouTube, that's for sure. It's like late at night and I haven't like groomed myself pretty well for this. I haven't uploaded anything since life got in the way, and so yeah, welcome to a video of mine slash face reveal slash other content. Yay, long overdue, right? So today I'm gonna be talking about my manga collection because guess what? We're on the cusp of 300 subscribers. Woohoo! So yeah, without further ado, I am going to kick this off. This is just gonna be a random off the top of my head type video. Don't expect thoughts to be coherent. I might sound like Joe Biden in some of these.
You know, or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're. No, I really mean it.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. This might be a long video, but I'm gonna make sure to cut out stuff and make it spicy for people. So yeah, see you on the other side of my camera. You know, it's great because I actually managed to clean a bit of my room for this video. Let's start with the one-offs of my collection, starting with Kino's Journey. I've heard good things about this show. I've heard good things about this manga. Sadly, I have not read it, but if it is a series that I feel like would be worth exploring more, I'd definitely pick it up. Horimiya picked up the manga first before the anime aired last year, and I'd say the first volume is pretty solid, that's for sure. We got the One Punch Man Volume 1, you know, good art. It's fucking immaculate right there. We got the first volume of Demon Slayer. I mean, I'd collect more, but it's very expensive, so I just read it on my phone. And then interestingly enough, we got two volumes of My Hero Academia. So in 2021, I first started watching My Hero for like the very first time, and I got to the point where I reached season 4 and I was getting a bit impatient, so I just read ahead of the manga. These two volumes are actually from season 6, I think, which is what is currently airing right now in the My Hero series. So yeah, I don't really intend to collect more after that. We got this Konosuba manga volume here. I originally collected this because I was a big fan of Megumin. You know, looking back on it, this was actually one of the first mangas that I collected. Never really bothered trying to collect any more, just because, you know, it's expensive. And then we got Chainsaw Man right here. These two volumes I just picked up. I picked up number 3 because I like Himeno. I think her character is pretty awesome. Don't know why I picked up volume 7. I would collect more of that, but this hobby can get pretty expensive, as you can see. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the volumes that I purposefully tried to collect. Yes, here's our next series, Rent a Girlfriend. I do enjoy the art. I think the art is one of the strongest components of this, but the writing and just the story in general is garbage. I don't know why I collected 3 volumes of this. This was when the anime aired in summer of 2020, and I was like, oh man, this is actually pretty enjoyable. So I started watching it, picked up 3 volumes, but then read ahead in the manga and then became a fan until I wasn't a fan anymore. So yeah, there's that. Alright, next up we got 100 Girlfriends Who Really Really Love You. This was a manga recommended to me by my good buddy Carter on Discord, and it's actually a pretty hilarious and wholesome harem manga, I'd say. I sadly don't have the first volume. It doesn't seem to be available in any stores. Alright, next up we got Pokemon Adventures. My girlfriend gifted this to me on Christmas before COVID, I think, and then I just got into it. I have no idea why they haven't adapted this as an anime yet, but let me tell you, they're definitely missing out, because this story is one of the strongest in the Pokemon series. Next, we got Chained Soldier, also known as Matoseihe no Slave. Slave is actually a manga that I stumbled upon by myself randomly. I won't give you the details, but it's pretty freaking enjoyable. I love the art. I love the story. It's a battle harem action, and I think its anime is coming out next year in 2023. So I'm going to be taking a look at that once it comes out, once it releases. And this is definitely something that I'm going to be collecting as more and more copies come out. My only complaint, of course, is the name. I think it was changed to I think it was changed to prevent controversy here when it was released in the West. If there is a manga that I definitely want you guys to pick up, definitely this one, that's for sure. You might like it, you might not, you know, your mileage may vary. All right, next up we got Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I got 2 manga volumes right here. Pretty enjoyable. I am a big fan of Fate Grand Order. I play this game every single day. I am a big fan of the original visual novel. I played that. I also watched Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Zero, and Heaven's Feel. Haven't seen the original one though. I heard they butchered Saber's route, so I'm not sure if I'm going to take a look at that. Covers the first Singularity, Fuyuki, and then it goes into Orleans. Definitely much more entertaining than what the mobile game gives out. Fun fact, the artist that worked on Fate Grand Order, Mortalis Stella, actually designed one of the servants that we see in the game. His name is Percival. He isn't out yet for the North American release, but be definitely rolling for him when he comes. And next up on my collection, we got Spy Family. Nothing much else to say about this. Pretty good show, pretty awesome manga. I just collected like 7 volumes of it. I might collect more, we shall see. Alright, next up in my collection, the Komi-san manga. I remember when I first picked this up, people said that this was never going to get an adaptation because of how the story is structured. I mean, the anime turned out to be a pretty decent adaptation of what it was. Definitely one of the manga that I've collected. Probably not going to collect anymore though. Heard there's like 30 or so volumes. Here we got Nisekoi. This manga got carried so hard by the Shaft adaptation. Like, yes, the story was cute, the characters are pretty fun and enjoyable, but man, you could see the volume count, 25. You know, originally I was going to collect all of the volumes here, but as you can see, it got pretty expensive after the 12th volume, and not much development was happening than what I would have liked. But I mean, I collected the last 3 volumes because I'm like, okay, I collected the first 12. I'd like to at least read what the ending is like. Volume 25. Pretty big boy, pretty thick. Contrary to most people, I did enjoy the ending. Anyway, Chitoge best girl, am I right? But yeah, that's Nisekoi right there. I realize I have a lot more harem manga than I'd like to admit, and I think this might be the last one in my collection. Here's Quince, basically self-explanatory title. I actually haven't finished this manga. I think I got up to where the 2nd season of the anime ended, and then I was like debating whether to watch the movie first and then read, but given how anime movies take a long time coming here, might just end up reading it myself. One of my favorites in my collection is the Kaguya-sama manga series. I would have liked to collect before volume 10, but I don't really like collecting things if I've already watched what happened. This guy probably saw the best development that I've seen in terms of male romantic leads, same as the female protagonist. Volume 14 and Volume 15 will remain as some of the most interesting arcs I've ever read in a romance manga. I never thought that things could ever develop that way. I'm excited for the movie coming out. Don't know when that'll come here in Canada, but I mean, that's definitely volume 15 content, and basing off of what I know from this volume, that movie is going to slap hard. One of my favorite series, Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re. I know that this manga, and especially one of its panels, are memed endlessly, but the story and the art are definitely some of the best. I had to start from a big gap once again, jump from 1 straight to 12, and if any of y'all know what happens in volume 12, there's a specific reason why I bought this, that's for sure. Definitely needs another reread from me. Get it? But yeah, one of my favorite series of all time. I don't have the one where the main volume cover is Toka. Toka, definitely one of the best girls of all time, that's for sure. So we got another overlooked series in my collection, which also happens to be one of my favorites, School Live. This was a manga recommended to me by one of my high school buddies, and I think I read up until the 3rd chapter, and because I didn't know much about anime or manga just yet, I didn't think that there would be weekly updates waiting for me online. Like, I think I just read to like a certain point and then I just stopped. At the height of the pandemic, I ordered like all 12 volumes. Well, this one I actually bought in store, but the rest I had to order it off of Amazon. I haven't finished this yet. I really should though, considering I freaking bought this during the height of the pandemic. I probably should have read it all at once, but definitely should check this out. Aside from Change Soldier, that's for sure. If I were to recommend something to you guys. Berserk by the great Kentaro Miura, may you rest in peace. This is definitely a great manga, that's for sure. Really dark, really sinister, but written in such a very entrancing and unique way. My girlfriend got me this as a gift for one of our Mansuri thingies. Definitely expensive, not easy to come by. These go for 50 Canadian at like your local bookstore. Definitely not good for your wallet if you're trying to be a conservative manga collector, but I at least am happy to say that I own one, and maybe in the future when I get a full-time job I'll be able to collect more of these when they keep preserving his great legacy. Rest in peace. This manga is psychological, coming of age, but it is also a hard read to go by. It definitely delves into a lot of suicidal, depression, existential type topics. I heard it's one of those mangas where you're like, God, I'm so glad I read this. One of my favorites, but I'm never picking this up ever again. I only got through the first 2 volumes and this is my bookmark, so you can tell I still haven't progressed. Would I recommend this to the average viewer of mine? Yes, but be prepared for what ride you're getting yourself into. The fucking goat of my collection, Mushoku Tensei, the best thing that I have ever consumed in terms of media. Both the anime and both the light novel, I'm not sure about the manga, both the anime and both the light novel are great pieces of literature. This might be my bias showing right now, but just seeing the progression of the characters grow and develop over time is quite amazing to behold. These stretch of 4 volumes are some of the best in fiction. I recommend you to, if you have not seen the anime, please watch it. If you have not read the light novel and have watched the anime, to please read it. It is worth progressing in the story, and you will get to fall in love with so many of the characters, and the world is so immersive. I'm so freaking hyped for season 2 to come out, because it'll delve into these 6 volumes right there. The parts in volumes 8, 9, and 10, without spoiling too much, are one of my favorite arcs in Mushoku Tensei for sure. Sadly, I am not all caught up. Right now, I'm just up until volume 17, but this collection, if I were to keep any of my manga collection, I would definitely keep Mushoku Tensei. At least, redemption is possible after all. Don't let Twitter or anything deceive you into thinking that it's not, because it is. And if it happens, it is truly a beautiful and magnificent thing to witness. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed my weebing out on my collection and at my physical manifestation of where my finances go, or where they used to go at least, because I definitely haven't been buying any manga lately. So, but this one manga that I forgot to mention that I wanted to collect is called Sangatsu no Rayon, also known as March Comes In Like a Lion. And recently, the serialization of that has been confirmed for a North American release. So if that is coming out and I have a good full-time job lined up ahead of me for that one, then you already know your boy is going to get it. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy the Chapter 4 White Rose dub that is going to be linked in the description below. Keep your eyes peeled because I'm definitely going to be uploading more stuff. Hopefully I don't say that and then disappear for like the next 6 months again. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless. じゃあね。